we got artificial intelligence coming up, and there's some woman fell in love with an AI the other day. Somebody married an AI, and these sound like jokes, but they're not jokes anymore because
they're not jokes.
these things are becoming really sentient. And maybe much better versions than these in life. Now, potentially, they have all these physical devices as well that can make them intimate. This is happening, right?
Yeah,
and it's going to happen sooner than later.
Absolutely, but the training ground came from pornography. So the people who had AI in mind, they would have started with pornography. They knew that the first step, the footstep towards this kind of lifestyle would be getting men used to voyeurism, getting them used to having sexual pleasure from somebody who is not experiencing them, they're just experiencing, watching that person. So getting them used to this mentality where it's one way pleasure seeking.
You're not giving someone pleasure, you're just taking it, taking it.
The second thing is to get them used to selection, choosing whatever kind of, you could search anything you want. You can search absolutely anything you want. You can search sepsises, you can search twins, you can search this, any color, any size, any shape. You can search it. It's as dangerous as it can get. So you can have any kind of selection. The third thing is the low effort involved. You don't have to be attractive. You don't have to be good sexually. You don't have to be anything useful. And you can still access all that pleasure. Only through decades of getting men used to this do you now get them into AI. And here's the key. Because they start so young, the boys watching pornography, I'll know 19-year-old boys that need to take Viagra because they can't get it. Yeah, and I know other men who are like, you may be older or in your generation, and they're like, what are you talking about? I was fine when I was 19. I couldn't control it. It would never go down. But they're having to take it because they can't get it to move. They can't get anything from it.
Because they've been overstimulated.
Overstimulated from too young. Okay. So these men don't want to be around real women and get real feedback. That's the most embarrassing experience for a young man where you can't get it to work and, a girl's going to, at that age, girls tell everybody. Yeah, they tell everybody. Yeah, they're not ashamed to, so they would rather avoid the feedback. And then what's the perfect combination? An AI girlfriend. So the footsteps of the Satan were programmed from decades before. And that's why AI will be a natural transition for men that were raised on pornography.
All right, so to any man who's listening to this, just really take a look at your behavior. Because it's ultimately going to bite you.
Yeah, and I did a video not so long ago, and I said, honestly, the number one skill that keeps men in their masculine, in their boundaries, is how they perform sexually. You meet a man that is not proud of his performance, who's not confident in his performance, he accepts quite a lot of abuse in relationships because he doesn't feel like he has alternatives. He doesn't feel like he can go elsewhere. He doesn't feel confident that other women will actually enjoy him. So they stick to what they know. Whereas men that have confidence in that area, it gives them a confidence to walk away. It's heavily linked without them realizing this.
Wow.
Yeah, without them realizing this. And I only learned this through working with so many clients and thinking, oh, I love this girl and she's the best sex I've ever had. She. But the girl's rude to him, disrespectful, she's cheating on him. So I'm saying to him, but you're obviously not the best in her opinion because look how she's acting towards you. So why is this so important? And then when you dig deeper, you realize it's not that she's the best or not that the relationship is the best. It's just that that's the only place where he doesn't feel nervous about the feedback because they're used to each other. So unfortunately, it's so linked to their confidence.
Investment Club. Today, I consider it the best investment that I've ever made. We get 4 projects presented a week by their associated CEOs. Personally, I'm completely blown away by the quality of these projects, and I know of nowhere else where I would be given this same opportunity. Each week that passes, I feel more appreciative of the fact that I'm a member of this group. The vibe was just tremendous. Everybody's on the same wavelength. We just clicked. Everybody listened to each other, enjoyed their company. It was just magical. Take action. Don't take my word for it. Due diligence you need to do. And I really hope that someday down the road I see you in the club. It far exceeded expectations, without question.
It's weird when I've been around for many decades, and so I've tried things like the strip clubs and the porn, but I always just feel terrible afterwards.
Yeah,
it always feels like it's such a waste that I've just stopped doing it because it's like I remember that behavior made me feel like stupid afterwards, and so I don't do it.
But that's the crux of self-esteem, is knowing how you're going to feel after rather than during, and that's with everything. Same with going to the gym. Right. I even after working out for years, I don't enjoy the gym. Unfortunately, I never got to be that person that loves working out, but the feeling after is more important than the feeling during, and that's what self-esteem relies on, is the feeling after rather than the feeling during. That will lead to good decision making.
Right. It's temporary. It's suspending pleasure to get something more important.
Yeah, to get peace.
All right, so just keep an eye on this, and porn is the gateway drug to then the AI girlfriend and everything else.
And to the erectile dysfunction.
That as well. That's okay.
And as a young man, please don't get yourself in that situation.
Right.
It's so soul destroying. It's so soul destroying because, most people get erectile, previous generations were like later on in life, and it's understandable. By that time, women expect that. But when you get it in your 19, 20, in your 20s, women at first might be like, okay, it's me. It must be me. Like maybe and they start taking it personal. Later, she'll just be like, I need somebody else. This is not going to work for me. And she ends up leaving. And it leads to a lot of low self-esteem.
Okay. What about digital interactions besides physical interactions? I mean, right now, you can have a date or you can go out to a group evening and you got a lot of downside there, right? You can have a terrible time. You can get rejected. You can meet people that aren't nice. But then if you go online, it's never going to be that bad.
No.
You might watch a video that might not be great, but you can turn it off and you're going to have a pretty good night. Whereas when you go out, you could have something that turns into a real bummer.
Yeah.
Hey, I know investing in crypto is scary. It takes a real leap of faith because there are so many scams, rug pulls, and bad actors out there. It's a dangerous business, which is why 95% of people lose all their money. Well, that's why I created the London Real Investment Club, so you can access the hottest deals on the planet and use the crypto bull market to create the generational wealth that you deserve. Join my team of over 100 people from around the world that are making millions of dollars behind the scenes investing in blockchain, AI, Web3 games, DeFi, Bitcoin, and more. Don't miss out. Click the link below to book a call with one of my team now. But hurry, this bull market will end soon.
I know investing in crypto can be scary. That's why you gotta join the investment club. Pull the trigger. Let's do this.